Hey guys, this is a plug tester which is used to test the polarity in your socket outlets, and also some are able to measure voltage. It depends with the brand and the design. Also, you are able to test the earth leakage, which is now the sensitivity of the earth leakage. It comes with a test button if it's a manual. If it's automatic, then it will only have that knob with the amperage that are measured in milliamps, where you can select the range and check if your earth leakage will be able to trip at the required amperages. Now it has three indicator lights. It's neon lamps, or sometimes LED lamps, sorry. You will be able to see the polarity there. That's where it shows you the polarity of your socket outlets or of your plugs, if they are correct. Those three lights, we're gonna go through them with pictures so that you see exactly what I mean. So it comes with a guide so that you are able to tell when the connections of your plug are correct or not. So as we know that the earth leakage, it depends. The earth leakage depends on on where they are actually going to be tested, or on the installation rather, because this one specifically, it starts from 10 milliamps up to 15 milliamps, which is for domestic installations and also commercials. So this one, it ranges between 10 and 35 milliamps, and it must strip between 15 and 30 milliamps. 10, it shouldn't be tripping at 10 because of nuisance stripping. At least it should be tripping between 15 and 30 milliamps. That is the maximum. So this means to avoid nuisance stripping of the earth leakage, it shouldn't be tripping at 10 milliamps. Between 15 and 30 are the correct values. So this is basically the current that is acceptable for an earth leakage to trip, to avoid a danger in cases of earth leakage to human beings and to animals, and also to the installation as a whole, if I can put it that way. This instrument is inserted into the socket outlet, and the indicator lights will come on depending if the connection is correct or not, telling you exactly how you have connected your socket outlet. After plugging it in with power on, if the three lights are on, then that means your connection is correct. As you can see where there's a demonstration of the three dotted lines all white, then that means all the indicator lights are on, and therefore your connection is correct of the socket outlet. That means the polarity is correct, live is connected in the correct point, neutral is connected in correct point, and the neutral is also connected in its correct point. If only one light is on, which is the first one from the left, then that means your live and neutral are reversed. So basically this means you have connected the live connection on the neutral terminal, and the neutral connection or neutral wire on the live terminal. So live and neutral are reversed, and therefore it's going to be showing with only one indicator light on the left hand side of the three lights. The two are going to be off and only one is on. With only the first two lights on, then that means now your fault is on earth. That means you have not connected the earth supply to the plug. So if there's no earth supply to the plug, then that means it is going to show by means of the two indicator lights. The first two indicator lights, that means light number 1 and light number 2 from the left hand side, that shows earth fault. The earth is not connected to the plug. Now on this particular one, with the first indicator light off and the last two on, this shows you that there is a neutral fault. So this means basically that your neutral is not connected, or maybe you have a loose connection on your neutral point. Then you know exactly what is it that you need to fix. So in this case, if it's the last two lights that are on and the first light is off, then you know that this indicates a neutral fault. Your neutral is not connected to the socket outlet. Now with only one light on, which is the last light, 1 and 2 off, which are the first two indicator lights and the last indicator light being the one that is on, this tells you that your live and earth are reversed, your live connection and your earth are reversed. So this simply means that the wire that was supposed to be going to the earth terminal now is connected to earth, and your earth terminal or your earth connection has gone to the live terminal. You have swapped those two. That's what it shows you. Now you have connected your plug tester into your socket outlet. The power is on, but there is no power. It shows that there's no power. All the lights are off. Now this simply tells you that there is no live connection, or the live wire that is carrying the current is not connected in the socket outlet. So you will know now the plug tester, it shows you that there is no power on the socket outlet. Then you know that you should be checking your live connection or your live conductor in this case. Now we know that the plug tester is used to test the earth leakage unit. So basically what it tests is the sensitivity of the earth leakage, which is measured in milliamps, not in amps. So the milliamps represent the sensitivity of the earth leakage to detect earth leakage currents. The lower the rating value, the more the sensitivity of the earth leakage is to detect the earth leakage currents, basically. So now the minimum value being 10 milliamps and the maximum value being 35 milliamps. So this is important to ensure that there is enough protection against electrical shock, and also it minimizes nonsense stripping. 10 milliamps, it is not acceptable because of nuisance stripping, and 35 milliamps is also not acceptable because we need to make sure that there's adequate protection against electrical shock. So now they all differ as to where they are going to be used. This one that I'm showing here, it is used in commercial and in domestic installation. So now you get different values where you're going to be using or you're testing industrial and also high risk environments. So in high risk environments, you will get that the sensitivity there, or the milliamps, are rather way less. They could be 10 and lesser than 10, so that it is able to ensure also protection in those cases. Now I'm talking about maybe hospitals and labs. However, there are gonna be cases where you need more than 35 milliamps, 100 milliamps, 500 milliamps, depending on where the installation is at. Thank you for watching, ladies and gents. Please help me grow my YouTube channel by subscribing. That is it for today.